Good morning, guys. I'm Chang from Group 6. Our group has got 4 members. It's me, Chang, and these are my teammates, Thảo, Thu, and Ngọc. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic English literature in the first half 20th century. Our presentation has got 4 parts: social background, features, notable author, and the last one, notable work. Each of our presentation will last in 10 minutes. If you have got any question, please let us finish and we will ask after those. Now I would like to focus on the first part, social background. It has got 4 small parts. Number 1, what is modernism? Number 2, Europe throughout the Two World Wars. Number 3, Great Britain throughout the Two World Wars, and the last one is the references. Now the first one, modernism. Modernism is a style and movement in art, architecture, and literature, popular in the first half 20th century, in which modern ideas, methods, and materials were used rather than traditional ones. Modernist is an artist, architect, or writer who works in style of modernism. In 1960s, Gardner, an literacy critic and academic, states that one of the notable characteristics of modernism is self-consciousness. In 2009, Cooper wrote, "Modernism fostered a period of experimentation in the literature from the late 19th to the mid-20th centuries, approximately about 60 years." The second part is Europe throughout the Two World Wars. So, what are these World Wars? The First World War, also known as the Great War, it lasted from 20 July 1914 to 11 November in 1918. The Second War lasted from 1939 to 1945. The changes resulting from the Two World Wars. In the First World War, the human cost was horrendous. More than 16 million people died in the war, but it also produced many new developments. In technology, it became an essential element in the art of war, with airplanes, submarines, and tanks. Modern slavery was born, and many militaries and civilians was rescued. Number 2, about class structure. The decline of the upper classes was further hastened. About socialism, the war scope of push to demand for women's rights and also sparked a peace movement. About economy, soon after our break, the German government took control over the banks, foreign trade, and the production. Especially, there was twin shocks of hyperinflation in 1920s and 1929. The changes in the Second World War. It was the greatest and deadliest war in human history. There was over 57 million lives lost. Like the first World War, the second World War, the second one also brought many advances in technology. Vaccination have lower more mortality rates and pushed population growth. Progress in electronic and computer. About the policy, one of the main results from the Second World War was the divisions of Europe. The US divided Western Europe into a system of containment to limit the Soviet power. Number 3. Great Britain throughout the two World Wars. In the First World War, about the government. On August 1915, Kings announced war with Asquith, the leader of the Liberal Party. In 1918, King won over the Asquith, and the Liberal Party was collapsed. About the finance, government bonds typically paid 5%. Inflation escalated, so the pound in 1919 purchased only one-third of it in 1914. About the armies, in the World War I, the armies was very small in size, thanks to the mass of volunteers in 1914 to 1915. In January 1916, the army has reached 4.5 million men. About the economy, in terms of GDP, the economy grew about 14% from 1914 to 1918. In the Second World War, about the politics, Great Britain planned the welfare state. Its goal was operationalized in famous reports by Graham. The politician of the Liberal Party. Unemployment benefits and sickness benefits were to be universal. There would be new benefits for maternity. About the economy, by 1941, GDP was 21% greater than in 1938. About finance, the government used its gold and dollar reserves to pay for the oil, raw materials, and machineries. About industries, as an island nation, when the war broke out in 1939, Great Britain was dependent for so many of its supplies on import by sea. Industrial production was reoriented toward munition and output sort. About the education, the quality of elementary education in major cities declined because of poor leadership, school closing, and the destruction of some buildings. The last one is reason. All the churches gave enthusiastic support for the war and also using their facility to assist the displaced and comfort the fearful. The last part is references. It's all for my part. Thanks for listening.